Bonjour, hello, Bulavinaka, Namaste, Assalamu alaikum. It's been 4 years I'm working here at Alliance Française, and you can imagine how sad I am and how frustrated I am to leave the country in a few weeks in these conditions without the opportunity to say goodbye properly to everybody. Alliance Française de Suva was my first posting as director. I tried to work hard for these 4 years and tried to do my best actually for these 4 years. I really would like to thank people for the trust they put in Alliance Française these past 3 years, for the specific relationship that we developed with all the partners, all the public, all the students for these past few years. And I have a few memories coming to my mind at this time. First with, of course, our private partners and corporate partners, such as Low Hill with Roblin, Total Energy with Ragini, or Bread Bank Fiji with Ashrit. So firstly, thanks to them. Good memories also with all the public and institutional partners, the Ministry of Education here in Fiji, or the Fiji Museum, obviously, but also in New Caledonia, thanks to the Poemar with Alexandra and the government of New Caledonia, who did support us and keep supporting us now with a big up to Maripol. Also, we developed a very privileged relationship with a lot of artists here in Fiji, of course, but also in New Caledonia, in France, and all around the Pacific. I have a lot of good memories, and some of them with the exhibitions we organized at Oceana Center, thanks to Sébastien Lebeg coming from Tokyo and presenting his exhibition about the Kanak people in New Caledonia. With Tevita Latu from Tonga, who came 3 years ago. Also Stéphane Foucault from New Caledonia. All these artists came and shared their knowledge, their art with the local artists. That was really good. That is really good memories for me. Local artists, Four Quarters, obviously our good friends, are good friends of Alliance Française. Peter Sipelli, Lambert Co, Chris, the DJ, a lot of people who became more than just professional partners, but also with whom a good friendship was born. Of course, I'm so grateful for working with the wonderful staff I had these past few years. Working in a family mood, family atmosphere. That's what I like here in Alliance Française, coming every day and feeling this good atmosphere with the staff. We've been through difficult times, of course, because of the COVID situation right now. But last year and this year, we were strong all together. And we've been through, and we keep going through this situation. I have hopefully good memories with the staff, especially when we did organize this Diwali lunch, and with everybody dressed up nicely. Also good memories when we had a lot of people coming at Alliance, and the staff being there helping, but also enjoying the parties we organized. Thanks to them. My very last word will be for my family and my wife, Frédéric, who did support me all along these years, waiting for me at night when I was here at Alliance for the last event. Also my two kids who were used to come at Alliance, who were also be part of the family, and thanks to them. Finally, I can hear right now that people are missing Alliance Française, they are missing the place. So this confirmed me, it's a place people are comfortable with, it's a place where people like to be, like to come, It's a comfy place, like home, and definitely this is something I'm proud, because that's I wanted for Alliance Française these past few years. I'm confident and I truly hope it will remain the same in the next years. People will keep coming here, will keep meeting here, will keep learning here, of course, and that will remain a place with a lot of gathering. Seules les montagnes ne se rencontrent pas. Only mountains never meet. I stay in the Alliance Française network. I'm not going so far. Australia is very close. So who knows? I hope I'll be able to meet you again here or somewhere else in the world. Take care. Au revoir. À bientôt, j'espère.
Salut Thomas. Now it's time for us, the team at Alliance Française, to say thank you. For my part, I would like to acknowledge the huge efforts that you made to allow me to come back to Fiji earlier last year. I appreciated it a lot. I would also like to say how grateful I am for the trust that you had in me for these past 2 years. I know that it was not always easy. I would rock up in your office and be like, I have an idea, and you would take your head in your hands and be like, how much is it gonna cost? How much energy and work is it gonna take? But in the end, you most of the time come around and say yes, almost always. And yeah, I'd like to also say thank you for the good moments and friendship that we have shared, and that has made my work at Alliance so enjoyable, and one of the big reasons why I want to stay in Fiji for a long time. And congratulations on the new post, very well deserved. Good luck with everything. Bonne continuation to you, to Fred, and the girls. And yeah, thank you again.
Bola Thomas, just wanted to thank you for all that you've done and for being so welcoming and for showing me your level of leadership. I hope that this new journey with your family finds you with a great team, and trust that you will be challenged to the best of your ability in this new position. And I'd like to wish you and your beautiful family a smooth transition and safe travels. Mother Manda.
Bonjour, boss. It was a great experience to work with a boss like you. I will always remember you, sir. We feel sad knowing that you will leave soon, and we want to tell you that you are a true leader and inspiration for us. All the very best for your future, and thank you so much for everything. I really enjoyed this 2 year working with you, and you are incredible, and we are happy that your new workplace will gain an incredible leader. We will miss your hard work and support. It's not easy to work without you. We forever cherish the moments that we work together. Good luck. We'll keep in touch, and God bless you. Love you from my heart.
Bonjour, bienvenue, Nisa Bolavnak. I would like to take this opportunity to thank Director Mr. Thomas for working with us here at the Alliance Française in Fiji. I would like to thank him for his hard work, sacrifice, and sharing his work experience here with us at the Alliance. I would like to thank him and his family for giving their time to work here in Fiji and have a life experience here in Fiji. I would also like to thank him for helping me and my family during this hard time of COVID-19 pandemic. I would like to thank the AF team and staff for their hard work. Bon words, bon money, more than one.
Bulavinaka Toma, wishing you well in your new endeavor. Thank you so much for the word of encouragement and the inspirations that you provide every day. Thank you for helping me, and I learn more important lesson. Vinaka Vakalev.
Bonjour Thomas, I wanted to say a great thank you. Thank you for your leadership, your advice, and your trust. It was a real pleasure to work with you, and I wish you and your family safe and exciting adventures in Australia. Au revoir.
Rouge, vert, jaune, noir, bleu. Voilà Thomas, un grand merci pour ces presque 2 années à travailler ensemble, un grand merci pour votre disponibilité, surtout compte tenu des circonstances un peu exceptionnelles de ces derniers temps. En tout cas, je vous souhaite une excellente continuation et puis beaucoup de réussite pour vos projets à venir. À bientôt.
Bonjour Thomas, I just want to take this time to thank you so much for all the work that you've done here at the Alliance Française, and also for the opportunity that you've given all of us here, especially me. I know that can be a headache sometimes and vice versa, but once again, thank you so much for all the work that you've done in advancing French language and culture in Fiji, and also helping local culture and language as well. Thank you so much for all the support that you've given all of us. Wishing you well in the next steps in your life as well as your family. We'll miss you all so much. We love you. We'll always be here for you should you come back to Fiji. All the best in Perth. Take care. Merci et bonne continuation.
Thank you so much, Thomas, for allowing me to discover what teaching French in a foreign country is like, and especially in those hard times. Teaching at Alliance really made my stay in Fiji way more memorable and meaningful. I wish you the best for your next directing experience in Australia. Stay safe, take care, and Vinaka.
Bonjour, Thomas. I appreciate and express how glad I am to get an opportunity to work under your leadership. I am proud to be led by a great boss. Wishing very good luck to you and your family. Thank you. Namaste.
Tama and family, this is from Ma and me.
Bonjour à tous, bonjour l'Alliance Française de Suva, bonjour Thomas, j'espère que vous vous portez tous bien. C'est un vrai plaisir que de prendre un petit temps de rétrospective et de témoignage de toutes les belles actions que l'on a pu mener, notamment depuis 2018 avec l'accueil de nombreux projets artistiques calédoniens, que ce soit dans la musique, le théâtre, la danse, les arts visuels, mais aussi toutes les synergies que ça a pu impulser avec les artistes calédoniens et la rencontre des artistes fidjiens. On espère vraiment que ce type de collaboration pourront se prolonger parce qu'elles représentent, je crois, des des relations qui sont essentielles et naturelles au sein du Pacifique et qui correspondent vraiment aux missions que le Poémar se donne, c'est-à-dire développer ces relations avec cette région. Donc voilà, donc merci en tout cas de nous avoir donné l'occasion d'agir dans ce sens-là. On espère que ça continuera, bien évidemment, une fois qu'on aura passé cette situation un peu compliquée avec le Covid et la crise sanitaire. Thomas, bah, bonne continuation à toi sur les nouvelles aventures qui t'attendent. L'Australie, Perth, si j'ai bien compris, eh ben, c'est pas si loin que ça non plus, de la Nouvelle-Calédonie. Alors, je sais qu'il y a une ouverture vers l'océan Indien, mais l'océan Pacifique n'est pas très loin. Et j'espère qu'on pourra continuer à travailler ensemble. Voilà, je vous souhaite à tous une belle continuation. Prenez bien soin de vous et au plaisir de vous retrouver. À bientôt, au revoir.
Alors mon séjour à l'Alliance Française, si ce n'est que j'étais très content de travailler dans cet endroit qui représentait un petit peu, qui parlait aussi de mon travail, puisque je travaille beaucoup sur l'Océanie. À l'Alliance Française, j'étais agréablement surpris de l'organisation qu'il y avait sur place et toutes les actions qui étaient menées. Donc du coup, on pouvait être très spontané. Et donc les actions à l'université, dans les écoles. Et donc c'était un petit peu cette diversité aussi là qui était bien menée par toute l'équipe d'ailleurs. Donc on ne se sentait pas seul. Donc ce sont de très bons souvenirs évidemment. Et ce que j'ai apprécié plus particulièrement, c'est cette effervescence au sein de l'Alliance, avec toutes ces cultures, ces personnes qui se sentaient chez eux. Alors ça c'était étonnant, hein. L'impression que c'était une seconde maison. Avec toute cette diversité, hein, comme je le disais, avec ces gens qui parlaient plusieurs langues. Donc c'était pas que l'âme de Fidji, mais il y avait aussi des acteurs pluriels. Et c'était très intéressant, notamment de leur donner des cours aussi, puisqu'il n'y avait pas seulement les institutions, mais le public sur place que j'avais en charge. Et donc voilà, j'ai trouvé ça vraiment très intéressant. Et puis, comme je suis moi-même assez carré, j'ai bien aimé justement le répondant un petit peu de l'équipe et de l'Alliance sur toutes les actions qui étaient menées. Et puis sur le partage aussi, puisque vraiment on sentait vraiment un lieu de partage. Donc voilà, que des bons souvenirs et une action peut-être à continuer à recommencer. Voilà. Au revoir à tous.
Hi, my name is Peter Cipelli. I am a poet and curator based here in Suva. I have a very special relationship with the Alliance Française. I've been a member growing up, as a kid, all the way through to the 90s, in that analog time that we used to go and borrow DVDs and CDs, both movies and music. I think, as I began to grow as a poet, they and the French embassy assisted in sending me to various book festivals in Tahiti and Numer, and it was at those book festivals that I found a publisher for my book, Maps of the Ancestors, that published it in French and in English. And then I traveled to France, and all of this was made possible by that relationship between the cultural attaché desk at the French embassy and also the Alliance Française. Since as an adult, my working relationship with them has grown even more in allowing me to cut my teeth as an emerging curator here in Suva. I come up with exhibitions and I take it there to exhibit with them. We come up together on marketing plans, on PR plans, and work really hard to sell the work of the artists. But they as well, in their own run of events, almost always within a month has an exhibition that features, if not a local artist, an artist that is coming from overseas, or they exhibit traveling global art exhibitions here in Suva, allowing the Suva public to access these kinds of global art content. I think more recently the partnership with Alliance Française for me is the Library Arts Project, is where I and Thomas, the current director of Alliance Française, conceptualized this project, providing free arts activities to kids every Saturday at the library. And so, you know, these kinds of exchanges and relationships is really important for Fiji, for Suva, because Suva is a place that doesn't have national galleries or performing art spaces. It is these art agencies like the Alliance Française that consistently, day in and out, every month, and over the years have been working with artists like me in Suva, and supporting our work and creativity. And I think the last thing I have to say about Alliance Française is they are one of the few people that are supporting young, new and emerging artists and art. And it is something I think should be supported and celebrated. I think in Suva one of the biggest problems is we don't have specific spaces that emerging artists can enter and so people can see their work. And I think always Alliance Française, because they have a young, vibrant team that connects quite closely with the sector, they always put out those kinds of art projects, whether it be urban kind of dancing or graffiti work. You know, they're really there in creating space for new and emerging artists and art.
Bulavanaka, my name is Amalie Rigsby. For those of you I haven't had the pleasure of meeting, and I currently work as a TV producer for the Fiji Broadcasting Corporation. Prior to joining FBC, I worked as the communications specialist for Film Fiji, formerly known as the Fiji Audiovisual Commission, that comes under MCTTT. That's the Ministry of Commerce, Trade, Tourism, and Transport. Now, besides managing the government's film tax incentive, one of the things that the Commission was mandated with was promoting the audiovisual industry, promoting and developing the audiovisual industry. And one of the ways that we used to do that was through the Cool Awards. The Cool Awards is one of the only creative development programs of its kind that's run in the entire country. Now, I say that because it invites every single secondary school in the country to participate in one or a combination of 3 streams. Those 3 streams is film, dance, and art. Once they come on board, because we are a government statutory body, we subsidize these schools in order to allow them to let their students take part. About 2 or 3 years ago, before all of this COVID-19 craziness happened, I had the pleasure of meeting Thomas from the Alliance Française. I had taken part in Alliance Française programs before when I was in secondary school, but this is really kind of the first time for me to work with them closely. Now, anyone who knows me knows that I'm very passionate about the creative arts. I feel like it's one of those sectors in our community that doesn't get enough attention and doesn't get enough funding. It's always one of those afterthoughts that people come up with. I believe that as Pacific Islanders, we are natural artists. We are natural storytellers. For a lot of us, including myself, and I'm not 100% indigenous, we learned our oral histories and we learned our traditions and cultures by sitting at the knee of our elders, by sitting at the knee of our aunts and uncles, at the knees of our grandparents, learning our traditions and cultures through their oral storytelling. We know about dancing and art from our traditional dances and our mekes. Any Pacific Islander can look at a piece of masi, and by judging by the designs on that masi or that tapa, can tell you which country it's from. The same thing with tattoo designs. We can look at Polynesian or Melanesian tattoo designs and tell you which country that's from. We are born artists from the moment that we're children. So to live in a country that doesn't recognize art as important can be quite trying sometimes. And art in every sense of the word. You have visual artists, you have performing artists, you have literary artists. And there's always a shortfall of platforms where we can perform, be taken seriously, but still be in a safe space. I'm proud to say that it was through my work with the Cool Awards that I started working closely with the Alliance Française. Before we'd have the art awards, the artists would be shortlisted, they'd be invited to the prize ceremony, given their prizes, and that was about it. Their art was only displayed on that one night. But working with the Alliance Française, we managed to set up an art exhibition that gave all of the finalists an opportunity to have their art on display for a whole week. We had a whole launch where the students and teachers and their parents were invited. The schools were allowed to come down after making an appointment with the Alliance Française and the artists to not only look at their art, but the artists of other students. And I think that's very, very important. When we give spaces to our students, when we give spaces to our artists, as young as those who are in secondary school, not only do we give them a platform to showcase their talent, but we're also validating the talent that they have. And I don't think we have enough of that. It was later on through my work with the poetry shop with Peter Sapelli that I was able to work with the Alliance Française as a poet and as an artist. So I went from helping other artists to being an artist myself. And with all the work that we've done, launching art exhibitions, launching photography exhibitions, having poetry readings, facilitating some of the important Talanoa sessions that they've had, I really feel that the Alliance Française is doing a lot of work for emerging artists, and I think that that's very important. And emerging artists from all ages, from all walks of life, from all demographics. You know, they're really kind to hit everyone, and I think that's so very important. So for the work that the Alliance Française has done, but most importantly for the work that you've done, Thomas, I just wanted to say thank you very much, and I hope that the next director who comes through is as dedicated as you are. So hand over heart, dinakapaklivu.
Bulbanak everyone, Ben here, guitar player and notoriously bad at public speaking, so I'll be very brief. I'd like to take this time to express my deepest gratitude towards Alliance Française for being a hub of the arts, for being a place where artists can meet, discuss, share ideas, share art, and be ourselves. It's quite a rare thing in a place like Suva, where art is either commercially viable or it's not viable at all. It's extremely rare to find people so committed to protecting the arts as they are, which is why it's a terrible shame that we're going to lose Thomas, or Mr. Feldstein. I hope I didn't butcher your name, I'm really sorry. Your commitment to Alliance Française and to the Fiji art scene these past few years have been incredible. I've witnessed a lot of growth personally, and myself and in other artists, because of the availability of a space to come and express. And that's not to be taken lightly. And your role in this is not to be taken lightly. A lot of this could not have happened without you. And I'd like to thank you, Thomas, for the past 4 years. It's a shame that we have to part ways here, but really it's been an honor and a pleasure. And I am deeply grateful to you and your family. So, my best wishes to you, and good luck and Godspeed, and thank you again.
Look at me, I'm as helpless as a kitten up a tree. Or is it the sound of your hello, that music I hear? I get misty whenever you're near. Walk my way, and 1,000 violins begin to play. Or is it the sound of your hello, that music I hear? I get misty whenever you're near. Whenever you're near.
Hey Thomas, this is just a quick video to say goodbye and good luck in your new adventure and your new posting, and thank you very much for being such a huge part of my positive experiences here in Fiji over the last 2 years. All of the artistic and cultural events that you have helped put on with Alliance Française, and especially allowing me to partner with you guys on so many different things, most especially the film club, which has given me a great deal of pleasure over the last 18 months and continues to go from strength to strength. I hope the new position is everything you hope for and more, and you and your family have a fantastic time. And maybe we'll see you back here at some point. That's it. Bon voyage, bon courage, merci, au revoir.
Bulvnaka, Thomas, and Frederic, and the kids, thank you so much for the work that you've done in Fiji through the Alliance Française and my exhibition. We will miss you all. I will miss you so much. Let's keep in touch, and thank you so much. I'm very grateful for the opportunity to exhibit at the Alliance. Thank you, Thomas, for pushing me to get this sorted. I love you so much, and we hope we catch up in the near future. Bunaka Vakalevu, Mother Toka.
Bulabnaka, my name is Devita and I am a dancer with Mata Dance Crew here in Fiji. I would just like to say a big Vinaka Vakalevu to the Alliance for all of their help towards us. They've supported us through what's been such a difficult 2 years here in Fiji, especially within the art sector. The Alliance has always been there for us in terms of providing a space for us to carry out the projects that we would like to see through throughout the year. It's especially helped us through one of our biggest projects which we conducted last year, which was called Dance Fest Fiji. And this was a festival that brought together the dance community here in Fiji, in Suva, where we had a concert and also dance workshops for everyone that was interested. So the support from the Alliance meant that this project was brought to life, and we are very, very thankful for all the support and the help that they've provided for not only us but to all the artists, especially here in Suva, in Fiji. Vinakavakalevu to Thomas, we wish you well on your journey, wherever you will be going, and we hope and pray that we will cross paths again very soon. Vinakavakalevu from me and everyone at Mata.
Dear Thomas, dear Alliance Française, I just want to take the opportunity to send a little thank you to Thomas. I know you're leaving soon to Australia and your time here in Fiji is coming to an end. Over the past 3 years, we've worked together on several projects. We've organized 2 photo exhibitions. We've shot a movie together in Vanuatu about closeness, what it means here in Fiji during COVID times. And I've really always enjoyed working with you. It's been a great time, and I wish you nothing but the best in the future. Just a few words also to the work that the Alliance Française is doing here in Fiji. I think it is really important to provide this space that you do especially in the cultural sector, offering artists like photographers or filmmakers or musicians or poets or any other walks of life a space where they can creatively fulfill themselves, showcase their work, and interact with other people about it. That's really filling a void here in Suva, I feel, and it's important. I hope you keep doing what you're doing. And yeah, just a big thank you from my side. All the best in future. I'm sure we see each other somewhere again one day, and just want to end with merci beaucoup and sotatale.
Le finestre mostrar tutto il mio cuore che è acceso, chiudi dentro me la luce che ho incontrato per strada.